Yo, what's up, YouTube? How's it going? My name's Ekuegan. Call me EK. I stream daily at twitch.tv/Ekuegan. If you want to become part of the community, we also have a Discord community that you could jump into. In this video, I kind of want to update the Blood Necro setup. The reason why I'm updating is because I tried a few different things, and I think this is much better. I also went into the Paragon board and found ways to actually build up essence, basically from killing enemies as well. And the neat thing is a few patch notes kind of came in that are going to help out as much with this build. And the changes to the temerity pants also kind of allow me to kind of use it more effective in the setup, which means you're going to be able to be kept alive a bunch. Now, the neat thing here, too, is they fixed an issue with guarantee overpowered attacks from the Wrathful Vigor key passive were not benefiting from the Paragon legendary node called Bloodbath. So that being fixed is also good because now you have another consistent way of damage. And the neat thing is they fixed how blood orbs were working because they were all active at the same time. Now they function like crackling energy and they cap at 30. These are pretty huge changes. I think temerity kind of changed the playstyle for me for a bit. Now, if you don't want to use temerity, you can still keep the pants that have the damage reduction and maximum life, damage reduction from distant, damage reduction from close. But I kind of just wanted to throw a little bit of an action. I was going to put the link for the updated Paragon board. So if you're out there, you're sick of running Bone, you're sick of running maybe Minion, or you're sick of running Shadow, Blood is pretty fun and I like it a lot. You also gotta remember that this build relies around overpower, you having a bunch of life, and the ability to just keep having good essence, which is why I like running Iron Maiden, because if I curse the target area, especially if it's a huge area, that is also going to give me 5 essence for each enemy that's cursed. And then with the new way that I set it up, the more enemies that I kill, right, each enemy that I kill is also going to be giving me some of that essence back. So it's really nice to have. In terms of changing a few things up, you could change up Bone Storm if you like to. Since you're running temerity, you can probably go like a full all-out, just blood setup if you wanted to. I know some people have been running Blood Wave, so that could be a thing that you can also do as well. But to me, I felt like having Bone Storm with the lidless wall is pretty nice. But if you don't have a lidless wall, then you could probably try something a little different. So enemies coming in. Now the neat thing about this setup is this. With temerity, now I can basically have an overshield when I need it. I also have my fortify and my barrier ups. So now only do you have your base life and do you have your fortify up, your barrier's going to go up even more because of the temerity pants. And the neat thing is, you'll notice with my essence, most of the time, if I curse targets and I get a few shots in, my essence kind of like stays up, especially if they die. So if you're going against like a big group of enemies, you're going to notice that your essence is probably not going to move as much as it did in the past, especially if you were following this build. I wanted to make this change. I also wanted to get away from the chest piece that I was using because I didn't feel like I was getting Bone Spirit to do a lot of damage in the previous video. But you can see here, if temerity's up and you have a bunch of enemies and you're cursing them, this is a level 98 Nightmare Dungeon. I just wanted to come in the first room to kind of show you that you could survive through most things. Well, that was a good hit right there. You can survive through most things. Your life may go down at times. You have to pay attention to that. But when you're using these heals, temerity being proc is going to allow you to have more survival. Another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was when you jump into a room and you see a bunch of enemies, my first instinct is to drop Iron Maiden. Why? Because each thing that basically gets cursed is going to give me some essence. And then while those things are dying, through my Paragon setup, you're also going to be getting some essence back. So I did switch up a few things here. I really like this much more than what I had before. Now, you're probably thinking, what about my overpower? My overpower did go down a little bit. It went from 1821 to 1772. But the cool thing here is now I can rely more on having essence up most of the time. And I can rely on having like a barrier that can help me out. Now, what you can do is if you get away from Bone Storm, you could probably do something like Conceited, where if you have a barrier up, you get to do more damage. It's not needed. You have so much damage out of this build and so much survivability that you should be fine. If you run into anything that's going to be a pain, you also have your Blood Mist to kind of move around with. So that was another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about. But yeah, that's it. This is the update is set up. I wanted to show it in action. I'm gonna leave exactly what I change in the comment section so you can kind of check it out. But yeah, if you're out there, have a great time. Thank you very much for watching this. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Deuces.